So, how did it go on stage tonight, gentlemen?
I think it was pretty good. We had a great audience, and we really enjoyed ourselves.
How do DMV audiences compare to others?
Personally, I come here all the time. I always do 9:30 Club, something like that. In Baltimore, at Sonar we do in Baltimore, and they love music here. The people from this area, they have their own sound, whether it's go-go or the Baltimore club sound. There's sounds that are created locally here that end up taking the world by storm. So I got a lot of respect just for people in this area's opinion, and they really rock with me in high tech.
Well, there's one person in particular who also was a professor of constitutional law, not unlike your brother up at Columbia, right? You may have heard of him. His name is President Barack Obama.
Yes, I heard of him. His name rings a bell.
He recently was in Ghana and said that he saw his daughters walk through the doors of no return and saw them walk right back towards him, and said that as a result he believes in progress, and that was progress. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, we love Barack Obama. High tech was stumping for him in Cincinnati. And I voted for Barack Obama, and I think the moves that he's making are intelligent, cautious, strategic. Ghana has a lot of it's political why you go there. There's reasons why you pick Ghana to go. They're trying to establish a position in Africa. And he plays the political game very well, but he's one of the first people I've ever seen in politics that I could truly relate to.
And why is that?
I think it's because his grassroots background makes him just more. He just understands what the position is, and I think that's what I think. I think it's his total knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and how he utilizes that instead of just relying on politics, which don't really require any type of intelligence. It just requires savvy, maybe cleverness, but not really intelligence.
Knowing how to play the game, like Machiavelli style. So, the Bearcats.
She's like,
how do we go from the Obama to the Bearcats?
Because I have a follow-on question, but all I could think of I want to involve you in the conversation. Here, sit. Sit.
I like the Bearcats.
But Cincinnati. You're wearing a big C on your hat, and we've already established that it's not for Chicago.
You know what it is. Red hat C, white C,
No, I don't. I don't know.
Cincinnati.
No, I actually don't.
Cincinnati.
Is it baseball? You can sit.
Yeah, I'm not a gang member, so don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? But I represent the Natty. That's where I'm from, born and raised. Yeah.
Not a gang member, meaning what are the major gangs in Cincinnati?
In some cities you go to, this is gang related.
Like how?
For real, Compton Blood. That's a Compton Blood hat. If it's definitely a blood.
Are there Bloods in Washington D.C.?
There's Bloods everywhere. Yeah, gangs everywhere.
But is it like a fraternity? Is it like the Bloods? Are there Bloods in D.C.?
We just said it.
You don't mean to laugh at your question.
No. It's gangs everywhere. Whether you want to call it, it's gangs in Washington.
I'm sure they got Bloods in Washington. I don't know how much of a stronghold they got in the DMV area, but they gotta have them. They got them everywhere, and Crips. They got Bloods and Crips everywhere in the world.
So I shouldn't wear a red flag hanging out my backside then, unless I want to be mistaken as a Blood?
I don't think you have to worry about it.
So are you saying we're not living in a post-racial era with Obama?
No, that's definitely a myth. Racism is built this country. This country, just because you have a black man who's president, and keep in mind he's half white too, it doesn't mean that racism is over. We're certainly heading towards a post-racial society, maybe, but I don't know if that's a reality I'm gonna see in my lifetime. To whereas racism doesn't matter in your circumstances and how you're educated and where you live, and certainly Obama being elected president doesn't change any of that.
So what do you think is going to happen this week with the hearings for Sotomayor, the wise Latina?
We know you're not supposed to say Sotomayor. You're supposed to say Sotomayor. I think she's obviously going to be chosen, and I don't think there's anything wrong with who she is. I think she has done the work, and she deserves that position, and she's gonna make it.
So when's the album coming out?
As soon as possible. So the main thing right now is just to make good music.